Hello everybody! Today we are going to take our paintings from last class and turn them into a weaving loom. Weaving is something that we've practiced before, and the loom is the device or tool that we weave paper or yarn into. To make this into a loom, your first step is to fold it in half. We would call this our hamburger fold, and you can crease your edge. And then what you want to do is you want to turn it this way so that this is the top. And I'm going to write the word top, T-O-P. All right, the open edge is the top, the folded edge is the bottom. And along the top, I'm going to use a ruler today. Rulers are a tool that helps us make straight lines. And I'm going to put the ruler at the top. I'm going to hold it still, and I'm going to draw a straight line that goes horizontally across the page. All right, so I now have my painting inside, top at the open part, and a line. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw vertical lines down. Vertical lines are straight up and down lines. You can use your ruler to do this. If I hold it straight up and down, I start at that line and go straight down the page. You can also do this without a ruler. It's your choice. The ruler is a good tool. It helps you make your lines look very straight. Okay, so you can see they're all about the same distance apart. They don't have to be perfect, but you do want to try to stay away from the edges. Make sure that your lines don't get too close to the edge. Our next step is going to be to cut these out. When you are cutting these, you're going to take your scissors and you're starting at the bottom of the paper. Remember, the top of the paper says top, the bottom is where our lines start, and you're just starting here, opening and closing your scissors, cutting, cutting, cutting all the way until you get to the top, and top means stop. Let's do one more together. Cutting, cutting, cutting. Oh, I'm getting closer. When I get to the top, I must stop. Okay. When you finish cutting, your loom will look like this. You'll have all of these strips, and the strips will all stop at that top line. And when I open up my painting, it now is ready to weave. So you can hold it either way. I kind of like to hold my paper vertically when I weave. And you will be grabbing some different colorful strips of paper. And we're going to do 3 strips together. Your job, though, will be to weave all the way down to the bottom. You can start on the right side. You can start on the left side. It doesn't matter. So however you start, we're going to go in and out of every single cut. So I might go over this first piece, under, over, under, lifting every other one. And it's a lot easier, you'll notice, to weave on the big loom versus our little ones that we've been practicing. When you get to the end, you scooch, 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 all the way up there. Okay, ready to start my second strip. What do I have to do to start my second strip? Do I go over again, or do I do the opposite and go under? Yeah, I'm gonna go under. You're right. Under, then over. Under, then over, until you get through every one. And when you scooch, scooch, scooch that up, you'll start to see your pattern, okay? Remember, each strip of paper should not line up with the last strip. It always should be opposite. Let's do another one. I think I'm gonna use purple. We'll do one more strip. Is the purple strip going to match the red pattern or the green pattern? It's going to match the red pattern. So that means I start over first, then under. Okay, you're going to continue doing this, putting in each strip opposite of the last strip, scooching them up, filling this all the way down to the bottom. I wanted to show you what happens when you get to the bottom. So I will slide this up for you, and you can see I am really close to the bottom. Now I happen to be following a pattern with my colors, and so if I continue my pattern, green would be the last color I'm going to use. And I want to show you, it can be a little tricky to weave that last one in because you just don't have as much room, so you are going to have to sneak those fingers in and out and be really gentle because we don't want to rip our paper. If your paper does rip, we can always fix it with a little bit of tape on the back side and nobody will notice. There. That is my last piece. And if you notice, if I pull too hard, it's not secure yet. We have one more step in order to make this a finished project. And that step would be to add glue stick. The glue stick is going to hold the ends so that your loom does not fall apart. In order to glue, you are lifting each flap, adding a little glue onto it, pressing it down. And so you have 4 areas that you need to glue. You have to glue all the flaps on this side, and, ooh, that's pretty, this side and this side. All right, there's 2 ends on each strip that you have to glue. And when you're finished, then your weaving is complete.